We know that after we have a fire in our fireplaces, we got to be very careful when we clean out the ashes. First of all, because it's very dusty, but also we know that sometimes there can be little hidden embers that may still be a little hot. And if anything flammable hits them, we know it'll go up in flames. Today, we receive ashes on our forehead. And if I can just use that analogy a little bit more, and I assure you there's no embers, so you're not going to be burnt. But sometimes in our lives, we maybe our faith and the way we treat others and our relationship with the Lord, it's not totally dead as the ashes are, but rather there might be a few little embers left in our lives that we need someone to fan into a flame, to bring that flame of faith alive in our hearts. We know that person who's going to fan the flame is Jesus Christ. And he uses these next 40 days to help us to maybe look at our lives and to realize maybe my faith isn't as strong, maybe the way I treat others isn't that great, maybe my attitudes and my perspectives need to change. And so during these 40 days, the Lord kind of fans us in a sense to let that spark come up into a flame. Because we'll gather again the night before Easter and we'll light a fire. And that fire will illumine the night. It won't be dead, it won't be smoldering, but it'll be alive. And that is our goal for Lent, to make it to Easter so that we can experience new life, to allow the embers to flare up and to renew our baptismal promises and experience those Easter waters again. As we enter into this season of Lent, the way the Lord is going to fan us is through maybe our practices that we're going to do. Maybe we say we're going to pray a little bit more, maybe 5 minutes more. Or maybe every Thursday afternoon we'll come to the shrine and spend some time in Eucharistic adoration. Or maybe we'll read the Bible more. Or maybe we'll come on Wednesday evenings to attend Brother Lawrence's presentations on the theological virtues. What is the Lord going to use to fan that faith? And we also know we're going to fast a little bit, not just to lose weight, so we lose 25 pounds by Easter, but more so, what is that in your life that is controlling you, that is really holding those flames down? It could be anything. We could fast from food, or maybe we can fast from gossip, or we can fast from, watching too much TV, or spending a whole lot of time on the computer. Help us to be able to focus where the focus needs to be, and that's on Jesus Christ. And of course, we know that we're always invited to help those who are poor. How can we give of our time and our talent and our treasure to reach out to God's little ones? Because that is where the Lord disguises himself, in the people we least expect. And so as we enter into this Lent, we may say to ourselves, well, I'm going to, give up smoking. That was my dad's big thing. And by Friday, we would be begging him, smoke, here, take a cigarette, because he would be nasty. But maybe what we need to do is ask God, what does God want us to give up? Sometimes people come to me and say, Father, I wanted to pray a rosary every day. It just doesn't happen. Well, maybe God didn't want you to pray the rosary every day. Maybe he wanted you to pray a decade every day, something that's manageable. And so today, I'll invite you to just reflect and say, Lord, what do you want me to do this Lent? What do you want me to do to help that little ember become a flame, so that together we can experience the new life of Jesus Christ, who suffered, died, and rose for us, and we may do the same.